This is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. I've been doing this a long time. I love my work. I love to educate you and to tell you the things that you need to know. I've been working since 1973 feverishly to know my craft, and I know it very well. Like I said, 10 of those years at IRS. And what I try to do is give you the information that you need to know to go ahead and process, either to make a decision, either to do this yourself, to hire somebody, or just some known facts. There's a difference between me and everyone on YouTube. I was IRS, so hearing it from ex-IRS employee versus these people who come on with these thumbnails that believe that they're really experts in this, and they really don't have the experience that you need to do really good work in this area. Anyway, how far is IRS going to take your IRS audit itself? Well, the very mere fact that you bring up the word IRS audit to a businessman, it conjures a lot of fear. It conjures the fear of they may find fraud, they may find things that are not there, they're going to find hidden income, and they do find a combination of these things. Expenses that you shouldn't, somebody may be taking too much aggressiveness, and they're just thinking of money is just flying out the back door, and a lot of times that's in fact what happens. So let me just tell you how this works. I have a whole team of former IRS agents, attorneys, CPAs, the prized possessions in any firm, especially mine, are the former IRS agents, which I was one. The depth of knowledge that we have about IRS audit. So this is how this works. Your tax return was picked for an audit because of a DIF score. It stands for Discriminatory Index Function System. It's a score that every tax return gets going through the processes. It's compared against other tax returns in that area, in that grouping. Let me give you an idea how many filters IRS has on your return. For refund offsets, if you want a refund from IRS is 300. It just came out, the commissioner announced that 342 filters to get your refund. Last year, I think they found 16,000 people trying to get fraudulent refunds. So IRS has a bunch of filters, and they know what they're doing. So what happens is there's a couple ways to do this. I'm just going to give you the easier way. So IRS picks this return to audit. The audit goes down to a local agent. That local agent is like, gets a flashlight and says, well, these are the initial things that we found. Let's go ahead and now start looking more. So they're opportunists. Some of them are new and they're a pain in the ass. They don't know what they're doing. They're trying to impress their supervisors. Those are the worst type. And then there are those who are experienced. They kind of know what to look for. They want to get in and out of the audit. Then there are those who like to hang on it for a couple months and massage it. And then some just want to say, hey, you don't like my work, go to appeals. So really the agent will determine with the flashlight they have going through your returns how much that tax return is going to get audited. Part of the job that you have, if you're really good, is saying, hey, let's get to the bottom line. What do you have? And then if you don't like it, let's just go to appeals and move on. You don't try to draw the audit out. You don't try to intimidate the agent. You don't try to cut them short. You got to give them their due. They're auditing your return. So, but there's a whole system. And if you haven't worked for IRS and you don't know what that is, you're just not going to have the knowledge to get the very best result, because when you're a former agent, you always stay ahead of the audit. You know it's coming next. You do that presentation, so it cuts off where IRS may want to go. We're really good at doing this. I just want to tell you we're excellent at it. If you need us, give us a call. But that's kind of the scope. Remember, you can always go to appeals, and they can always go to tax court. It's okay to go to tax court. You go to tax court, guess what? Many times you win there because IRS doesn't want to take the case to trial. So I'm just telling you, have many options. So anyway, call me if you need me. I always pick up the phone. I shouldn't, but I do. And like I said, you'll speak to a Cracker Jack here that I have. Thank you for so much. Give me a subscription if you would. Blessings.